Elena, do you want to quickly come up and just tell us a little bit what's going to happen next and what you've been up to?
Yeah. Okay. So we have got some very interesting teams that have come together, and we've been working on design thinking for sustainability and showing them how to solve problems with this methodology. So they have chosen a climate change challenge, which they're going to present to you today. And they've taken the first step of that design thinking process to identify what challenge they're going to address, what the problem statement is, ideas that they are thinking of, but not a fully formed project idea necessarily, and then what they want to do next. So I'd like to invite the first team to come forward and present, and hopefully they can connect into their laptop to present on screen. And I would like each of the teams to please introduce each member of the team, and if you have a team name, then let the audience know what your team name is, okay? And you have, once you've got your laptop set up, then let me know and we will give you 3 minutes to present.
Hi, I'm Dan, and then this is...
I'm Cameron.
I'm Hib.
I'm also Cameron.
The challenge that we decided to choose was biodiversity, as you can see, and we first decided that we need to do some research into what were like the main kind of causes and the things that we would start at looking at to create our solutions and like fundamental problems. So we decided that it was like the 6 main human activities that affect biodiversity would be education, industrialization. Ooh. I'm going to skip that one, I can't say it right now. And agriculture, travel, economics, and values of like human values and like morals, because that was like the one that I found confusing, but we worked out. And then next
So to sort of begin our design thinking on how we're going to counter, the problems within diversity, to give us a bit of a, way to focus in, we have created Jake. Now Jake is 20 years old. Jake is a university student, and he's conscious about the impact he has, a bit, but he's pretty passive because he doesn't really know how he's going to make that difference in this world to improve the environment. And he considers his own convenience over sustainability. And to sort of create that image, let's just walk you through what Jake's average day would be like. So Jake wakes up, and he's going to make breakfast. He doesn't have a lot of money because he's a uni student here in London, so what does he do? He just, eggs in a frying pan. And then he's going to catch the train, get the underground, try and get to lectures on time, roughly makes it on time, spends about an hour in lectures, and then he goes to have lunch. And what does he get at lunch? He gets a Tesco meal deal. Now, why is that a problem? Packaging, microplastics, and you've got, meat. You've probably got on a beef sandwich if you know him well. There's a lot of, counter effects with that, linking to the mass production of animals, how they're treated, and the way they produce methane. And so he's contributing to that because rather than make his own food because he doesn't have the time for it, or have the money for it necessarily, he spent £4, but the cost has come out on the environment. So next, he'll go back to uni. He'll go to labs because he's just doing his time as an engineer, and then he'll try and go back. He'll come back to his accommodation, have some prees, drink a bit. Then he'll go on a line bike, half drunk, to the club. He'll lose his phone there, and that will cause a lot of damage because that phone's going to end up in the garbage, and that's lithium batteries. So that's not great for anyone. And then afterwards, he'll walk, he'll get a kebab, then that's more, chicken and beef that he's contributing to the environment, and then he'll try and make his way home on the night bus. And so what we're trying to illustrate to you there is that Jake doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's just trying to get through uni, and what is happening is that he's creating a big impact in these small areas. And so the most notable ones are, as I mentioned, the Tesco meal deal, those plastics that he, has within his meals, the sandwich wrapping, the crisp wrapping, all of that is not very well made. It's made to be, quick and industrial, and that comes out as a big problem. And so now we move on to our fundamental question.
So what we can take away from that is that Jake is prioritizing his personal convenience ahead of the environment and sustainability. So our fundamental question is, how might we design a solution to allow for young people to make more environmentally conscious decisions without negatively impacting their convenience and finance?
Based on this fundamental question, we've had a few ideas on what we can pursue in the future to try and solve this issue. One major idea we had was creating a browser extension, which whenever you open a shopping website, it will pop up with cheaper and more environmentally friendly alternatives whilst working in conjunction with local businesses, which not only makes a social impact on your local community, but reduces the miles your foods come from, as well as other products, and it also makes sure that the materials used are sustainable, such as using FSC sourcing. And this allows you to have no further impact on your convenience, as it's there with just one click, but it still allows you to consider environmentally friendly choices and make environmentally friendly decisions, which will help to reduce habitat loss, as well as many other impacts on biodiversity.
Okay, so well done, guys. You have totally nailed the brief, and I really like the ideas that you guys are exploring, and I can't wait. I hope you guys keep going and decide to submit a project and develop this, because it looks like a really good idea. Okay, I'd like to introduce the next team, the team focused on air quality. Where are they? Yes.
So the climate change challenge that we decided to focus on was air quality. And do you want to introduce that?
It's for vulnerable people with respiratory problems, and stats show that more than 3.7 million premature deaths worldwide in 2012 are caused by air pollution.
PM 2.4, which is a particulate matter, which contributes to air pollution. Its concentration is 2.2 times the recommendation. And in 2021, air pollution was the second leading cause of death.
So a fundamental question is, how might we design a solution to monitor and encourage the reduction of pollutants that cause breathing problems for people with respiratory disorders as accessible?
So we talked about pollutant tokenization programs. So it's kind of similar to like how we've got like water meters to measure how much like water we're using and then charging based on that. So with like companies who, what we can do is charge based on how much we can design like monitoring devices for air pollution, where we monitor like how much sulfur dioxide or so on that they're producing, and then charge based on like per 1,000 tons and so on. And I think that's the way, because it obviously affects their like profitability of that company, and it kind of makes sure that they try to reduce and become more conscious about their pollution.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well done. Girls, I think we forgot to hear your names, but that was really good work, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Did you think about whether you want to continue developing your project ideas? Okay, great. All right, do we have time? Do we have time for 2 more? Yeah, okay. Where's the third team? Raise your hands. Sorry. Yes. Do you guys want to present? Yeah, come on up.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Yamini.
The issue that we decided to think about today was air pollution. Um,
are you trying to present something on screen?
oh, no, we don't.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't have a presentation. Don't know if I was looking over that. All right, anyway, so we're mainly focusing on air pollution is a really big problem for people in cities, especially people with pre-existing health conditions like asthma, and it's really bad for them. There's so especially in cities where there's so much congestion and so many factories, it's producing a lot of smoke and air pollution like nitrates and sulfur dioxide and stuff like that, and it's really bad for people's health. You could just stuff like you live less long. You can again respiratory conditions and stuff like that. But as well as that, it's just really bad for your mental health. So say Sarah, she's an asthmatic. She lives in a big city. Every day she wakes up, she goes, has breakfast, she heads out for work. She walks along her city. She breathes in all of that pollution. She gets the tube, more pollution, and she's really struggling. At work, that's all she can think about. She's really struggling throughout the day. She can't go out at the end. She just needs to get back home to recover. She's trying to go to sleep, but that's all that she can think about in her head. And she doesn't want to go out because all of that pollution is really bad for her, discouraging her from exercising or socializing, and it's just having a really bad impact on mental health as well. So that's why it's a really important issue that we need to fix.
So some of the main problems, like Ethan's already addressed, include the fact that Sarah does not go out. She is discouraged from going out due to her health conditions, and also air pollution in particularly urban areas. It's very hard to tackle, sort of as like a huge issue, because number one, it's very expensive to reduce air pollution as a direct cause. Not many people are interested in change because they don't see it as something immediate. However, our main question we would like to answer is, how do we reduce air pollution and its associated health impacts in an urban setting by working directly with local populations and building collective action? So we want to build a community that can work to reduce air pollution together by pressurizing governments so they can introduce legislation and policies, so we can have, for example, certain bans on the number of particulates released by certain factories. And we believe that the main sort of solution to reduce air pollution is by working together and pressurizing these big organizations who can bring a change.
Working on the project?
Thinking about it.
You're thinking about it. Okay, fantastic. Excellent. Well done. I really loved how you guys brought to life the persona at the heart of your challenge, and described in detail what that person was going through the empathy mapping. So really, really well done. And I love the idea of the community and coming together, and it looks like it's a very rich idea, so I would encourage you to keep going, and I hope this has been a good learning experience for you guys to now understand how you go through this process. Okay, can we have Team Coco come forward, please? So this is our last team. Team Coco have joined our digital camp in the summertime in July. And they are a team that didn't know each other before they came together at digital camp, came up with their idea, won a prize at digital camp, went through the digital incubator, submitted for the climate change challenge, and they have decided that they want to continue building their project and maybe start a company. So I would like to hand over to you guys to share what you've got and what your experience has been like. Okay, so while they're getting set up, what are the next steps? So all of you guys, at least the students and the mentors, have learned about design thinking for sustainability today. So the students, you guys have come up with some great foundations for the problem you're trying to solve, the fundamental question to ask, understanding deeply who the person is. Next, you have an opportunity to actually design the solution and continue the design thinking process to come up with your own green tech project ideas. So we highly encourage you to keep going, exchange information if you want to stay together as a team, or you can go and form new teams. That's also a possibility. We are hosting a global challenge. We call it Connect for Good. And what we want you to do is to capture this, what you've done today, in a 3-minute video and submit it online to us. And we will give you the link afterward to do that. And tell us, tell us what your idea is, why you want to join the program for 2025. So we're giving you an opportunity to not just stop here, but actually learn how to bring your projects to life and actually launch them and get mentoring with professionals like you've seen in the room, who are people who are passionate about what they do, who have experience in business, technology, and sustainability, and who can give you guidance concretely to give you feedback as you're going, so that you don't have to wait to come up with this amazing idea and then have it potentially not work without the feedback. So that whole process of iterating, design thinking, checking it with your customers, getting feedback from mentors, this is what we are offering, and we want to support you with through our innovation program with the schools. So we are offering an opportunity for you guys to do that. I will hand over now to the team.
So let me tell you a little story. We were in a session and we had come up with the idea of tackling food security. That was our aim. Now, the only problem was, who are we going to target it to? So we were brainstorming ideas. We were coming up with decisions and potential audience until our mentor decided, hey, let's do it for the lost generation, the forgotten generation, the seniors. So we are Team Coco, Comunidad Comida. And what we want to do is tackle food security by offering precise meal portions, nutrition education via an app, efficient ingredient uses, reducing carbon footprint, and community-driven motivation. Did you know that 1 in 10 older seniors over 65 suffer from malnutrition? This is a very problem in the UK, as they are not only socially isolated, but also suffer from malnutrition, like we already said. But Coco isn't just about delivering food. It's about delivering education, genuine human interaction, and a pathway to a healthier, more connected lifestyle for seniors.
So Coco is not just a food delivery app. It's about creating a community for the seniors that will be using it. So we have a unique initiative that volunteers will help to deliver the food, and the app will also provide a community for seniors to connect, so they can learn about nutrition and they can connect with each other. And we will also hold groups and sessions in local sort of churches, any kind of public space where they can come and meet up, because a lot of the elderly generation struggle as they get older to sort of connect with each other and find that space to sort of connect. So we're going to create that opportunity for them, and so it will be run primarily on volunteers, and we will connect them with the nutritious food that they need. So it's innovative in the fact that we will have these things called meal mates and mascots, which will match customers to their specific nutritional values. So they'll be asked to take a test, and they'll be able to input all of their data, and we'll have an AI algorithm that will help predict the nutritions and things that they are lacking, and then provide menu and food to accomplish that.
So what is the business model? How will we make the money? So for the basic version, we're going to give the users advertisements, which will help us make money. However, there will be an option for a premium where there will be no ads, but there will also be enhanced features. For example, cheaper delivery. So our pricing strategy is basically it's going to be a free download, like I've said, and there will be a premium version. However, because Coco is a non-profit app, there will also be volunteers, which will help contribute for the app. We will also partner with local farmers and charities, which will help aid us in collecting money. To set the whole company and get it running, it will cost around £410,000. And from the pie chart, you can see how the money will be distributed. So, what is Coco's social value? Here are the 4 pillars of what we create. Improving the elderly lifestyle is one of our biggest features. The idea for the future, as the population is only going to increase, which will mean that the population of the elderly will also increase. This motivates the unmotivated. So, for example, when people get older, they usually lock themselves in, they don't want to communicate. But Coco wants to stop that. And we also reduce dietary deficiencies. So as you get older, you get weaker, you have more problems, and we aim to reduce that.
Impact and scalability. Coco aims to promote, has different features that can be useful in different countries, especially we're thinking of maybe expanding it more globally, not only in the UK. The fact that we can make it versatile is very advantageous to target not only the UK older population, but worldwide. Fresh food availability, there is a lack of fresh food. Most of the time people get ready meals, as another group said, or prep meals. So the aspect of meal mates motivate the unmotivated. The support of the rapidly growing populations, senior population, and have the seniors have access to nutritious food, specifically. And this is our team. Only 3 of us today, though.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well done, guys. Every time I see you guys present, it's incredible, the new things that I see you adding each time. This is a great example of multi-age team as well. And it's really beautiful to see how you guys are bringing so many different perspectives into your project. So I really love that. And also want to thank the mentors and Brendan for helping out from the City of London, bringing all that expertise around business launches, and all the mentors really. So we have a very large team of volunteers who have come today, who have given up their day to spend time with all of the students. So I just want to give a big round of applause to all of the mentors and the volunteers and the educators from the schools who have been here today.